Alrighty guys, welcome to my first YouTube video. My name is Danny, aka Yellow Hoodie, and I'm going to be bringing y'all some comic book content. A lot of reviews, some hauls, regular day in the life stuff. Yeah, I mainly started this channel because I don't really have a lot of friends that read comics. So I don't really have a lot of people to talk to about it, so I figured I would just go to the internet because nothing ever goes wrong there. Who knows? Maybe this just goes out into the void, and which is also fine too. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow's New Comic Book Day. I'm not gonna be doing a separate video for that. I'll probably just smush my week together and then put it out at the end. Today I'm probably going to the library, so hopefully I'll have a haul for you then. But if I don't, then maybe we'll just look at, some comic books there. First off, I'm gonna go over everything I read last week. And these aren't all new comics, these are some back issues too, or dollar bin stuff too, so I guess we'll get into it. Yeah, first up, we're getting edgy. We're getting pretty edgy here. I read it. I bought it. I'm gonna start off by saying I'm a Red Hood fan, aside from his last 2 or 3 runs. So, just Under the Hood by Judd Winnick and Doug Mahnke. I don't know. So I had to pick this up. I'm not gonna comment on anything she said, the author, but I will say that I am bummed that I'm gonna have to wait longer for a new Red Hood series, because I was excited that this was coming out. I know a lot of people hated the art, but I didn't mind it as much. I honestly really liked it, to be honest. I was excited to see more of it. Yeah, the story for the first issue was decent. I'd probably give it like a 7 or 8 out of 10. Yeah, like I said, I'm bummed that I'm not gonna get more Red Hood. That's my thing. That's it. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I got the blank variant though. I thought I was gonna draw on it, but people are reselling these like crazy. I don't think I'm gonna sell it, but I like having the option there. I also like that DC with their variants, they also include the cover A, so that's cool. I have a friend that's gonna give me the Jim Lee variant, so I'm excited on that. Next up, Absolute Batman. I've read Scott Snyder's horror stuff, or at least Witches, and maybe another book. Those don't compare to like some of the shit that he's putting in this book. Like, just look what he did to Riddler. Look at that. Brains. Also, I just noticed it's in the shape of a question mark. Yeah, this is 10 out of 10. This is a great book. Even this cover's insane. I'll say that this is probably the only series that I have all cover A's for, which I'm very proud of. Because all the cover A's have been amazing. Yeah, Nick Dragotta's art hits every time. I love the story's just amazing. Scott Snyder's a sick motherfucker. Yeah, Absolute Batman, insane. Let's see, new issue. Oh, Punisher. I'm gonna be honest, I mainly got this for the Kaketo cover. I do like Benjamin Percy's writing though. I am a fan. I'm currently reading his Wolverine and X-Force run, and actually I do have an issue of that in there. And also he's doing the cool ass Predator stuff too. I don't know if y'all read Predator versus Spider-Man, but that was really cool. This is a good first issue. I don't know if I'm gonna keep picking these up physically, but I'm gonna for sure keep reading them. Very gruesome. I mean, Red Band, what do you expect? I don't think I've read a Punisher book before, so I'm pretty stoked to have this. Yeah, Punisher. I guess I'll go into the other Percy book that I had, which is Wolverine 13 Hellfire Gala. I like the series as a whole. This issue, I don't think I was a huge fan of, just because I think I needed to read the rest of the Hellfire Gala stuff. But it's a cool cover. I mean, Deadpool, Wolverine. Adam Kubert, I love his art on there. I think after the volume I'm on for Wolverine, he's not going to be on the pencils anymore, so I'm super bummed about that. But, you know, what can you do? All right, next up we got, Captain America #3. This one has been super sick. I've been really enjoying this series. I'm a little bummed I didn't get the Chip Zdarsky cover for this, but I don't know. I guess this one's cool too. The design variant where it shows David Colton. The art's really good. I didn't think I was gonna like it when I first started, just because I don't know. I feel like this is done digitally, and usually I like traditional art. I don't know. I feel like I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I like Dan Mora, I like Jorge Jimenez and stuff, and they all work digital. So yeah, no, I mean it's sick. Chip Zdarsky's writing on this has been pretty good. I think they're supposed to be having a Super Soldier arc something coming up, which I don't know how I feel, but I don't know. Trust in Chip. Trust in Chip. Ooh, this was a back issue I'm super stoked on. The Question, Denny O'Neil, Dennis Cowan. Amazing series. I have the first volume of the omnibus, and I love it. It's probably one of my top 5 series that I've ever read. I think the first couple of issues were a little hard to get into, but I don't know. The art's always incredible. Dennis Cowan. He does like incredible fight scenes in these too. Like the way he portrays the martial arts and stuff. This was on sale too. It was like $10 originally, and then I got it for $2 at the sale. So I'm pretty stoked on that. This cover is incredible. Yeah, I'm happy to have it. I don't think I'll pick up the entire issue in singles, but it's cool to have an issue 1. Yeah, that pretty much does it for the stuff I picked up last week. And like I said, later on I'll probably be doing a library haul. I'll let y'all know. All right, see you there. All right, so yeah, I didn't go to the library yesterday. Some stuff came up, so I just couldn't make it. Hopefully I can go tomorrow night and see what they have there. But it's Wednesday though, so new comic book day, Deadpool versus Batman. Very excited about that. I'm gonna be trying to get the Daniel Warren Johnson cover with Big Barda and the Thing. So hopefully I get that. I'm gonna be trying to go pretty early. It's just up the road from where I am now, so, and there should be opening in about half an hour. So hopefully I should get there in time to get me a copy. I don't remember what else I was supposed to get today. I have a list. I'll look at it later, and then I'll show you what to get after. But right now we are at Ollie's, so hopefully I find something there. I went there last month and I didn't see anything. I did see Unbeatable Squirrel Girl 1, and I thought about getting it, but it was a little too damaged. I mean, I know it's cheap, but yeah, I just didn't feel like spending money on it. So, see what they got in there today. Yep. Alright, so Ollie's didn't have like the biggest selection. I think I've seen them have more before. They had a couple of good books, but nothing I really wanted. They had what was it? Tom King's Batman, a few volumes of that, which really wasn't for me. Some of his Rorschach. Here they had a Scott Snyder Court of Owls, which I almost got, but I have it in compact edition, but I kind of wanted it bigger, so that was cool. Gotham Central, though, that's one of my favorite series. Greg Rucka, Ed Brubaker. I don't own this, but I've already read it all, and I don't think I'm going to be rereading it anytime soon, so I kind of passed on that. And I don't know if y'all remember, but do y'all remember The Tick? The Tick? But yeah, that was pretty much it. Alright, so I didn't get anything from Ollie's, but I saw some good stuff there, but stuff that I already had and didn't need. So yeah, didn't end up getting it. Right now I'm at the LCS. They open in like 8 minutes, and there's already a line. I mean, it's 4 people, so might as well wait. I don't know. I feel a little awkward because I'm like, should I be waiting in the line? Do they know something? I don't know. I don't know. Do I just wait in the car? God damn it. I'm gonna wait in line. Alrighty, I am back from the comic book store. That was an experience. Yeah, that line, God, they were like vultures at the new wall, at the new comic wall. It was insane. Luckily, they had like a separate shelf for all of the Deadpool Batman covers, so I grabbed my cover and I just like waited for some of it to like dissipate. Doesn't work right. For some of the crowd to just, you know, move out of the way so I can get my other 2 pickups from the new comic wall. But oh man, what an experience. One dude like had a stack like this huge and just dropped it like all across the floor, and since I was waiting for the rest of the people to move, I was just like helping him pick up his whole stack and stuff. I felt bad. He looked really embarrassed. Yeah, that was an experience. Vultures, man. You know, I'm glad I got everything I wanted to get, so I'm pretty stoked on that. I got a couple other stuff they had. They had like some comics that were free, like at the front of the store, that I picked up too. And then one other thing that I'll show y'all after, but I guess first I'll go into the pickups from New Comic Book Day. Of course, I already told y'all I had to get it. The Danny Warren Johnson cover, Deadpool Batman. My friend, she's gonna be getting me the Ryan Stegman cover. I'm a huge Ryan Stegman fan. Danny Warren Johnson, they're like top 5 artists for me. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier in the video, but I'm super excited about this. Like, look how sick this looks. Just this cover. I'm excited. The Thing is my favorite Fantastic Four member, and then Big Barda to me is like one of the coolest heroes in DC. Also, it was pointed out the other day, I completely forgot, like, they're 2 Kirby characters, like, duking it out. I know Zeb Wells had a very controversial Spider-Man run. I have not read it, and I'm not familiar with any of his other stuff, so I don't know. I guess we'll see how it comes out, but you know, other people here, Steve McNiven's in here? Dude. Oh no, that's the cover artist. Never mind. I thought he did one of the stories, but I should look for that cover. But yeah, I'm excited for all these. Yeah. I guess next up, I'll probably be reading that first, actually. Next up, we got Casey Jones, #1. I'm excited about this. Alex Paknadel. I've read some of his Ninja Turtle stuff. I think he did some in the Mutant Nation run. He did some stories for there. It was an anthology series. It was pretty good if y'all like turtle stories that are kind of one-off. Some of it you do need to know like a bit about the IDW world. Like I've read the entire IDW world before Jason Aaron's run, so I was very familiar with everything there. But yeah, Casey Jones, super sick. And lastly, y'all have heard me mention Ben Percy before, but Predator Kills the Marvel Universe, issue 2. Issue 1 was pretty sick. I am a big fan of Kraven the Hunter, so I like that he's like got a huge part of this, and it just makes sense, you know, the hunter with the predators, you know. It's a sick cover. I'm not sure who does this cover, actually, but it's Percy writing and Marcelo Ferreira on the pencils. Lionel Francis cover. Yeah, super sick. I'm excited to read this. I'm excited for the Predator Badlands movie. I think I'm just now becoming a Predator fan because I watched Prey and I thought that was sick, and that other one, Killer of Killers, the animated one, was just so fucking good. I watched that twice. That's how good that was. But yeah, next up, no, we're on to the other stuff I grabbed, which was Zardsky Comic News. If you're not reading this, you know, stop sleeping on it. This is really good. It's got cool interviews. It's funny. It's, you know, if you're a fan of Zardsky, which I know a lot of people are, I mean, just look at this. It's about Matt Faction taking over, and it's a lot of legs, zip. And then the free comics they just had up there, I only grabbed for the covers. I don't think I'm gonna be reading them. They're kind of old, and it has that like old comic smell, which I'm not a fan of. So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense why they're free, but this is Batman Gotham Adventures issue 15. I just thought it was cool for the Bane cover. You know, I know people aren't a fan of the whole BDSM look for him, but, you know, I thought it was sick. I'm a big fan of BTAS and all that stuff. So, you know, probably just hold on to for the cover. And then another one is issue 26, Batman Gotham Adventures. I thought this one was cool. It has Nightwing and Robin in it, which I really liked. And it looks like a Wheaties box, so sick. But yeah, that's my entire pickup for today. I think I will be recording again tomorrow. It's Thursday tomorrow. I might go to the library after work. I know I said that yesterday, but I've changed. I can change. But yeah, if I don't, this will probably be the end of the video. So yeah, bye.